Good Friday. We are here live on Twitch as we are about to get ready to open up bowl season. With your Oregon Ducks as they will be playing the Boston College Eagles. And you may be looking at the screen and you may be thinking to yourself, we're looking at week 2 of bowl week, not week 1. Well, I wanted to get to week 2 so we could get week 2 played. And, well, we'll recap week 1 while we're at it. So, week 1 of week 1 of the playoff, week 1 of bowl week. How did it go, you may ask? Well, let's consult the schedule. So week 1 of bowl week, we saw Colorado lose to Temple in the Frisco Bowl. The Salute the Veterans Bowl, Appalachian State beat Ball State by 5. Louisiana beat Jacksonville State in the Boca Raton Bowl. New Orleans Bowl went to Old Dominion. The Cure Bowl went to Delaware. They beat Bowling Green. The Gasparilla Bowl, Alabama beat the brakes off of Georgia Tech. BYU and then we get to first round playoff games. BYU beat Boise State 29-28. They advanced to round 2. SMU beat Texas Tech 35-26 to advance to round number 2 as well. Duke and South Carolina. South Carolina won 17-10. And in the final first round matchup, Ohio State beat LSU 38-21. So we know how everything for the first round fell out. So we have the Myrtle Beach Bowl, East Carolina beating Troy. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl, New Mexico beat Liberty by 2. Hawaii Bowl, Memphis beat Wyoming. Michigan lost to Oklahoma State in the Rate Bowl. UMass beats Coastal Carolina in the 68 Ventures Bowl. The Armed Forces Bowl, Florida beats Rice. West Virginia. Virginia beats Tennessee in the Birmingham Bowl. Georgia beats Utah in the Liberty Bowl. The Holiday Bowl, Wake Forest beats Texas State. Las Vegas Bowl, Oklahoma beats San Diego State. Pitt beat Tulsa in the Fenway Bowl. New Mexico Bowl goes to South Alabama over Arizona. Louisville beats UCF in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. The Arizona Bowl goes to Ohio beating Nevada. NC State and Florida Atlantic in the Military Bowl. NC State wins. And TCU and Fresno State played in the Alamo Bowl. TCU picked up the win. Baylor beats Missouri State in the Independence Bowl. And then the Music City Bowl, Auburn beats UCLA. So, Those are the results for week number 1. Week number 2, we will see Iowa and Missouri in the Reliquist Bowl. The Citrus Bowl will be A&M and Washington. Texas and Kansas State in the Texas Bowl. UConn and UNLV in the Sun Bowl. The Peach Bowl, which will be round 2 of the CFP, will feature Old Miss, number 1 Old Miss against number 8 Ohio State. In the Fiesta Bowl, it'll be number 2 Notre Dame versus number 7 South Carolina. Number 3 Indiana will face number 11 SMU in the Rose Bowl. And then number 4 Miami will face number 5 BYU in the Cotton Bowl. So those are your bowls. Basically from the Peach to the Cotton Bowl, those are your second round matchups in the CFP. The Gator Bowl will see Kentucky playing Charlotte. Middle Tennessee and Western Michigan will play in the Xbox Bowl. First Responders Bowl, Georgia State and UAB. And then, of course, our game here. The Duke's Mayo Bowl, Oregon versus Boston College. And that's where we are about to pick up and get going. Well, Oregon's going to be looking to ride some momentum into the offseason with the victory here in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Of course, Boston College is going to be looking to try to stifle that win and keep Oregon on a losing route, I guess you could say. So we're going to wear our Fly era home jerseys for the Duke's Mayo Bowl, and let's get into it. Again, Oregon's going to be looking to capitalize off a postseason victory.
Welcome to Charlotte, North
Bowl
Carolina,
season.
Bank of America Stadium, home to the Carolina Panthers. The stakes are certainly high for whoever can garnish their season with a victory in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. It's the Boston College Eagles and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He's trying to motivate his team in the locker room right now. They were in
Good
the
afternoon, man.
Just a year ago. This season did not go exactly how they planned, but that does not mean they are ready to throw the towel in. Coach said, I understand. We could have been better, but now is the opportunity to show people the team we can be. Let's focus on the future.
And we are down at the 18-yard line.
So Oregon's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish this
I'm going to try.
go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Motion from the wide receiver. Hit and brought down.
And unfortunately, we lose a yard. We're looking at third.
That's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity.
Third and 11.
But how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Dante Moore. Max got it on the screen. He works his way to the 21-yard line.
Only got 4 yards. Looking at 4th and 7.
After the completion, we see
got an
there is a
injury on
man
the play.
down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline.
All right.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away.
We're going to punt it away. And he got drilled hard.
Nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. So Boston College's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And this offense is going to have their...
All right, let's get into it. Let's see. What is the first drive? What does the first drive look like? They come out throwing quickly and get a first down.
Season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Looking for a crease. It's Dickens. Tackled behind the line, and
he gets a 1 yard loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got it behind the line. It's Green.
He tried, but no.
It was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and long coming up. Back to pass. It's McKenzie. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Fields the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 20.
Not bad. The defense makes their first stand. Offense will get the ball
Line before he's brought down.
at the 29.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The run inside. It's Hill.
Hill
Cross the 30 to the 35,
got 6.
and that's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's more to throw. Makes the grab. It's Johnson.
Johnson makes the catch, and we're up to the 47.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way.
Johnson
really
gets the catch, gets 8.
Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Davidson takes it up the middle, and he has a crease up to the 17-yard line.
Pick up the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level,
And Davidson,
he can hit a home run.
he got close. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 2.
He was fighting for that end zone. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with
Davidson muscles it in. Oregon gets on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
We got a deep kick into the end zone, and that's going to be down
a touchback. The ball will
for a
come out to the
touchback.
25-yard line.
Defense will take over.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods.
As they harass the quarterback during the last drive. After he got some movement, he did get a first down, but they harassed him to the point of a punt.
Dealing with a 2nd and 6.
And it's 2nd and 6. He tried to go outside, got nothing. Got dropped.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Rush right in his face. Lofted toward the sideline.
And that one's intercepted.
He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
And Brandon Finney Jr. gets an interception. Just timed the ball well, timed the play, gets an interception. Ducks have the ball on the 43 as they will get ready to start their second drive.
Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Stewart takes the pop pass. He gets 7.
Knocks him down.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play.
Makes the catch. He gets the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Throwing more. Got a man. It's
Stewart gets loose. He gets 7.
Picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
As the Ducks are on the move.
Left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are.
Hill finds a hole. He gets the first. Gets down to the 16-yard line.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Davidson in the backfield. He's going to take the direct snap. Take it up the middle. And push him 9 yards to the 7.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back.
Davidson finds a hole. He fumbles. And Boston College lands on the ball at the 1.
What a missed opportunity.
And unfortunately, Oregon turns the ball over. But the defense is in good field. The defense is in good field position as Justin Medlock recovers the fumble. I don't know if I'd want to be this Boston College defense. Yes, unfortunately, Jordan Davidson handed the ball over, but, well, you've seen this defense.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive.
And they hand it off. Well, he gets the first down and more. They get some breathing room.
Back in motion, try to clear the
Back comes out.
To the air. It's McKenzie.
And McKenzie throws it.
Out wide right, it's right.
He got 4.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
We got 2nd and 6.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first
They're
down.
making a play.
At the 34.
They're making some play. They're making a play.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air.
And off, but he gets stuffed in the backfield, 2-yard loss.
And you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some.
2nd and 12.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Look out! Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Gonna run it. It's Dickens. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They'll run the screen.
And he's gonna end up short, but they're going for 4th and 5 from the 31.
Snapped on 4th down.
Makes the throw. He's gonna end up short. We got a injury timeout for Boston College.
Get a stoppage to check out the injured player.
As the Ducks will take back possession of the hey, whoa.
The run to the right. Dropped immediately. He got
the hell.
They go first down.
Doing that.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Moore. Out wide left.
Johnson with the catch. He gets loose. Gets out of bounds at the 47.
Nice game, marking at the 47. And the Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
Moore takes it. And he gets 9.
There, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. From the gun, it's
and they bring the blitz. They get him.
And that's exactly
3rd and
what
3.
you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right.
Moore with the catch.
On the move as they
And we're going to end the first quarter at the 28. 7-0 Ducks.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
All right, quarter number 2, getting ready to start.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Stewart. Oh.
He's there to
Yeah,
make
he
the stop, and
wasn't.
they threw it in reverse, losing
He
yardage
wasn't
on
getting
that
nothing.
play.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play.
Hooks
nice
with the
job by the
catch.
defense being ready for
It's 3rd and 3 now.
Nice gain on that play short of the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Gets the back moving. Again, it's Moore.
Mother!
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away.
And the kick is up. It is good.
Big leg from 47 yards out.
Oregon is up 10-0.
I know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the kick is into the end zone, down for a touchback.
This drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field.
They throw a swing, and he got
Pushing him out of
to.
bounds after a short gain. The Eagles are in the hurry up.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough
Oh,
guys
he
to
got
block
blown
guys,
up there.
this is built into the
It's
offense.
3rd and
Pitch,
2.
Catch, let me get a few yards.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Burrowing
They
for
hand it
yards.
off. He gets
Just
nothing.
never had a
It's
chance to
4th
take
and
control
4,
of the middle of the
and they're going to
field
punt it
and stuck
away.
him in the backfield on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25.
Not bad. So Coy Perch with the 2-yard return on the punt. Oregon takes back possession of the ball.
And they get him almost immediately. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've got the lead here.
We'll see how it
Last time they settled
goes.
for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football. Put a nice drive together.
Johnson
and
with the
just get some
catch.
kind of points on this drive.
He gets the first down to the 42.
For this team, I think for this one though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploit them.
Dante Moore. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got there right as the
Dropped
ball
it.
did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Makes the grab.
Hooks with the catch, but he's going to be short. It's going to be 4th and inches.
Stop there.
They want us to go for
Boy,
it.
if they don't
I
convert
agree.
this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the marker. He's
Davidson
brought down,
gets the
but
first,
not before
and the
he picks up
drive
first down.
will
The gutsy call to keep this
continue.
drive alive.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield, go ahead, go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement out front. Let's keep this drive going.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Davidson takes it. And he gets 4. Second
That's a
and
really
6.
nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's caught. It's Johnson.
Johnson with the catch. First down.
Move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Straight ahead, it's
Davidson with the handoff. Finds the hole. Gets the first to the 24.
They're set up with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Sweet cut there.
Davidson finds a hole.
He's wrestled to the ground.
He gets
right
9.
at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Hand it to the back.
Finds the hole again.
Pulled down at the 11
Gets
yard
to the
line
11.
as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's more to throw. Right side, it's
Hooks with the catch.
Good throw and
He
catch.
gets 7,
Takes it
2nd
down
and
to
3.
5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for space.
Davidson finds the hole. He's in.
And he's in.
And the Ducks get the touchdown.
Ducks.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Oregon is an extra point away from being up 3 scores as Jordan Davidson takes that one into the house. Ducks showing what they can do when all facets of the game come together.
And put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Addison. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
All right, so we got 4:46 to go in the half.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The handoff.
They hand it off.
Counterplay here. Maybe picked
He
up
gets
a couple.
3.
He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sets his feet. It's McKenzie. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's right.
He made a good
He
catch.
was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And of course, Boston College gonna get on the
Found
ball.
themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play
Coming
that
across
the
the
offense
most,
desperately
coming
needs.
across
A
the.
big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum.
Tried to
their
run
way
an
a little bit.
RPO and
They've
that
got to cap
failed.
this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Motion from the wideout. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
And he goes down. 4th and 17 as the quarterback gets sacked.
He's scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going
Matoyo
empty. But
Ungalele
it's not working. They're just
just
losing the one-on-one
pushed that
battles.
lineman back into the quarterback and just said,
I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
no, you're mine. Perch gets to the punt. He gets to the 20. He gets a short return, 7 yards, so not too bad.
They'll mark him down. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important.
Davidson
They've got
takes the
weapons
handoff,
at
but he
every
lost 2.
skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got.
Son of a bitch.
Picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Splits the uprights.
So we didn't give up the touchdown after the interception, but they are on the board with the field goal.
Right down the middle. That obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Well, we've got 2:47 to go in the half, and enough time to answer the call.
Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end.
Johnson with the catch. He's up to the 46. And a first down for Oregon.
They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the pass at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused
Davidson.
on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Got a yard.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there and allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again.
Davidson takes it. He gets some yardage. It's 3rd and 5.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Moore from the gun on 3rd down.
Johnson with the catch, he gets the first down.
First down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Davison.
Davison took it. He got a 2-yard loss.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moore rushes on. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality.
Davidson gets it. He gets 9.
Knock him down a few notches.
We're looking at a 53-yard field goal.
In that situation, 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage.
I think we're going to go for it.
Create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened. Now setting up 4th down.
4th down, Moore.
Son of a...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is... He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Ooh, he got blown up there. And Boston College got the timeout.
Instead of just checking it down or throwing away, he's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. The quick game. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Left side is right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after
We got
completion.
51 seconds to go in the half.
Back on first down. Makes the grab. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here comes the heat. Right on target this time. BC uses a timeout here at second of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Duke's Mayo Bowl that would have social media buzzing for a variety of reasons.
So we're up 17-3 as BC tried to kick a late field goal and it didn't work out.
But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday.
We're doing all right.
That subscribes to the less.
So we're going to have to give them, I think we're going to give them back the ball.
Philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Uh-oh.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Eagles head coach at the half. One of the things he...
All right, so the defense will start the second half. And
in the locker room was this defense has
let's
to
see
get
what we
things
can do
fixed.
to
Too many missed opportunities, too many missed
stop 'em.
assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be
get
comfortable
stopped in the backfield.
confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They're all over it.
yeah, he got hit hard.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight.
So we'll get the ball back after the punt. First offensive series of the second half. Perch makes the catch, but gets nothing on the return. And the Ducks will start with the ball.
Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
Stewart with the catch. He gets 5.
Good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Gets 3.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you get.
Got the first down.
You get to run an RPO.
First and 10 at midfield.
50-yard line, it'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Dante Moore. Rush right in his face.
Gets it out to DeCorian Moore. And he's up to the 31.
Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than that last throw.
Got a yard.
This offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Moore will throw.
He hit the tight end, but he dropped it.
Get free and forces the 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore.
And Hooks with the catch. He gets the first down. Down at the 13.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the
Moore
answer, but you
keeps
it,
gets a yard.
Great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Hill finds a hole. Close. It's 3rd and inches.
For everything he could get, he'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Powers inside.
And nope, he got stopped. We're going to go ahead and kick the field goal.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight.
It's up, it's good. We're up 20-3.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From deep, it's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
All right, we're going to start. Defensive start at the 14. Let's see how the drive goes.
Makes the quick grab.
There he goes down with a 2-yard loss.
Lose yards on that one. And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 28, but a big 50.
That's the best run he had so far.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Drops back. It's McKenzie. Finds his tight end.
Good throw,
I'll tell you,
good
I love
6.
the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And
This has been
that
happening
didn't
all
go
night.
well.
They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They give it back to him.
And he gets blown up.
Right there,
4th
no
and
gain
5.
on the play. Boston College will send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night.
Perch waits.
He'll try to make the catch in
And
traffic.
might have got a yard. And he got a yard.
Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead,
Hill
and he has performed
getting some
well.
blocks.
Don't be
He
surprised.
gets the
He is
first
their
up
guy,
to the
and he's showing
32.
that leadership down here today.
They got an injury
Back to you.
timeout for Boston College.
Holly. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until
Hill
they
finds
stop
the
him.
hole
He's
again.
stopped
And
He's
he
brought
gets
down,
up to
stopped right
midfield.
at the 50-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
He'll
They're
find
trying to stay on the field.
something. He gets
He'll
2.
be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Moore to throw.
Moore
Pressure's coming.
finds the
Finds. He got away and picked up the first down.
He got the
second
first
and
down.
long.
And looks like we got an injured duck on the field.
That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore with the play fake. And here's the
Are you kidding me?
of the night. There he goes at the 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover.
All right. We're going to make some changes here.
Standing, I got to.
All right. This is.
Get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
So they're inside the 20.
Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Makes one man miss.
And
That
he's
completion
close.
will
It's
take them
second
inside
and
the 10 to
inches.
the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
RPO, but it gets knocked away.
Fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Tight
Actually
quarters
shocked
deep in
they
the
didn't
red
try
zone,
to
but they
run
can
it.
pick up a first down without scoring.
They do here, and they get the first down.
He stopped, but he's got
First
enough
and
to
goal
move
at the
chains.
7.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the
For the
run.
handoff.
He pushes it forward all the way to
Got
the
up to the 2.
2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal.
And they throw a
And
swing
the
pass.
is
He
complete,
gets
but
nothing.
less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind
They
the
get
line.
pushed back.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces
Third and goal.
He wants it all.
And he tried, but no. So they're going to be kicking a field goal.
It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on
This
this
will push
drive.
it to 20-3,
Just
20-6.
drives it between the uprights. It's our force to
And they
settle
get
for
the extra.
field goal.
They get the field goal. It's
And that's not the way they wanted
20-6.
to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
And he
Not
returns
a lot
it
of space to be found.
to the 21, I think. So Jeremiah McClellan with the 19-yard return. And we will see the second team offense come out.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to
Delancey
win, they've
takes
got to be
it.
able to eliminate the
He gets 3.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Hill makes the catch. He makes a move. He's down to the 47.
Not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to
Hill
sprinkle in some shot plays. And
got
some
8
vertical
yards.
throws. That was
We got a
really,
BC
really
injury.
good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Hill
Turning it off.
takes off,
He's
running.
all the
He
way
gets the
down
first down to the
47-yard line,
27.
and they are threatening.
And it's going going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys
Delancey
to the line of scrimmage, not let them
got
waste
8.
time and try to get their offense the football?
3 quarters in the books. Ducks winning 20-6.
Oregon has the lead.
Quarter number 4.
At the stats as they are threatening to put this one away.
The Ducks are, well, they're proving why.
One more period to go and we'll
They're
see
proving
just
why
how
they're the
much
better
fight they've
team.
got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Might as well run him again.
Delancey finds the hole, gets the first down. First and goal to the 8.
Before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal.
Delancey finds the hole, gets close, and he gets dropped at the goal line.
1 yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second
And Delancey finds the end zone. Ducks at 7. 26-6. Extra point to come.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision.
Demario Delancey with the touchdown. We got the extra point to come.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
It is up.
And the
It is
extra
good.
point splits the uprights.
27-6.
3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
And the kick is away into the end zone. It will be returned.
It's Addison.
And he got dropped at
And
the
decision to
18.
bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
All right, let's see how this drive goes here for the 4th quarter.
So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. Back to pass, it's McKenzie. Throws to the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
He tried.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right
Throws it
side,
out.
it's Dickens.
Gets the first down.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's right.
He shook
And
off
he
the
was able to
tackle.
run through one tackle,
Gets
but
5.
still only a modest gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Runs through the tackle. He's close to the
3rd
first
and 2.
down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This Boston College offense has it working. Wants to throw one first. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's right.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people
27-6. They are still trying to move.
The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about. That's
And
gonna
we're
be
looking at
positive.
4th and 3 now. They're going for it. I'm not shocked. And they're going to hand it off. They're going to get it. And the drive will continue.
On 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Got his man in the middle.
Got the throw. Got
loose. All the way down to the 25-yard line.
He's moving. They get a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Card in the backfield. It's right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. And the ball's free in the backfield.
Fumble.
And he's able to get the ball back,
BC recovers.
On the play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have
hang
another
on.
peek at that last play.
What is
after reviewing the
I don't know.
undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
I don't know. I guess
They'll
they
run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Not finding any
seems a little
running room.
weird
I
to
think
me,
that
but okay.
loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Has to throw it away on third down. Hang on just a second.
So they're going for it.
Trying to get the touchdown here, man. This could be a
fourth and
gamble,
goal.
guys. They could come up empty. From the gun,
Let's see if
he'll
they
try
get
to
it.
throw. Out
And
wide,
they
it's
get
Bolden.
stuffed.
He is
27 to
stopped. They'll
6.
turn it over on downs.
And it'll
Just
be a turnover on
rushing goal at
downs.
this point in the game. He's dropped.
Yeah, I wouldn't have called that play. At least with him in the backfield, I would not have called that play. All right, so game's in hand, 4.5 minutes to go.
Long way to go on second down. The snap sets up to throw.
Son of a...
What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left.
Broke
keep
it up.
Fighting, keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Setting up the screen. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Rush is on.
And he got sacked.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal.
And we're going to get the ball back.
To him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack.
Get 2 on the play.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pull to the ground.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Throw.
Left side is Dixon. That's not quite
4th and 4.
going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short.
We're going to let it go down to the 2-minute timeout. And then I think we're going to go ahead and just punt it away.
Not able to get it done.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
Yeah.
And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
And here's the punt. He's going to make a fair catch
at the 24, and that's where
at
they'll
the
start
24.
this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late.
And
it
no.
slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. A deep throw as the clock winds
And
down.
interception number 12,
Just a short
Oregon.
return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got
Definitely
touchdown
making
before
sure
two.
this one is over.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how
Peyton
dominant the
Woodyard
defense has been. They've always been a step ahead.
makes
They've
the
been more
interception.
physical side, and they've been making plays on the
And
back
this
end.
game
That
is
interception should
definitely
seal this thing.
over. It wasn't over before. It is over now.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball.
Delancey
This
with
is
the
definitely one of the
ball
best
running
play
it.
calls, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
Hill
They put a lot
gets
of
the
highlights
first.
together, put a great offensive game
And
together,
that
complete
is
football
gonna
game.
be it.
They get the win. On to next week.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
This will be the final play of the game right here.
Right back
And
to the
Hill
well.
finds,
And stopped right there.
3
Not
yards.
much on that pickup.
and that's it. The Ducks will get the win 27-6. They will win the Duke's Mayo Bowl. It wasn't pretty. It was ugly. We made some mistakes. Okay, I made some mistakes. Those interceptions were my fault. But the Ducks get the win. They win the Duke's Mayo Bowl. They will... I mean, it's just gonna... The season will continue. We will go into the off season coming off the high of this victory, and we will see what will happen.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.
So we close out the year winning the Duke's Mayo Bowl 27-6. Dante Moore finished 22 of 29. Oh, sorry, hang on. He finished 22 of 29 for 216. No touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. Gavin Abbey, 2 of 3 for 31 yards. No touchdowns, 1 pick. Keely Smith Jr. did get to throw a pass. He threw 1 for 3 yards. The rushing attack, Jordan Davidson, 19 for 93 with the 2 touchdowns. Dree Hill, 12 for 94. DeMarco Delancey, 7 for 35 with a touchdown. On the receiving front, Jamari Johnson, 7 for 102. Iverson Hooks, 5 for 45. Defensively, the leading tackler, Coy Perch with 12. Aiden Breland gets 2 sacks. Eli Rushing gets 1, and Matoyo Ungalele gets 1 as well. And we get 2 interceptions. Peyton Woodyard gets 1. Brandon Finney Jr. gets the other. The Ducks, they did enough to win this. It wasn't pretty. It didn't have to be, but they won it. Mason McKenzie, he went 36 to 54, 229, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Evan Dickinson led the team, 15 attempts, 33 yards. Receiving front, Landon Wright, 12 receptions, 89 yards. Jaden Skeet, he had 8 for 37. And on the defensive side, Justin Medlock led the team with 15 tackles. Carter Davis had 12, as did Anthony Polano. And then KP Price had 10. We gave up 1 sack. It was to favor Bate. But the interceptions is what killed us. Griffin Collins had 1. Bodie Cohen had another. Carter Davis had 1. And then Anthony Polano had the other. We've got some work to do next season. We're gonna be retooling this team. Let's just say the off season is gonna be interesting because I've never been through an off season before. This will be my okay. I've been through one off season before. I did one during a test dynasty with Notre Dame. Let's just say this is going to be interesting. So we get the win. We win the Duke's Mayo Bowl. It's not the win we were looking for, but you know, hey, you take what you can get. Alright, so we will move on into week number 3 of bowl season, and we will see how things go. So we'll move on into week number 3. Yes, unfortunately we did not do that. We did not make the CFP, so unfortunately, we lost out on 2 of our goals. I don't know how that's going to work, but so we have the coach carousel going on right now. There are no head coach openings. The OC for Boise State is open, and that is it. So let's go see the results for week number 2, see what happened in the bracket. We've seen a little bit, but I actually want to get my hands on it. So, Miami beat BYU 35-30. and they secured their spot in the semifinal round. And they will be facing the number one team, the Ole Miss Rebels. Ole Miss beats Ohio State 31-27. They put up 10 points in the final quarter, overcame being down 21-7, 21-27, ended up picking up the win. Julian Sain finished with 239 yards, 3 touchdowns. Trinidad Chambliss finishes with 352, no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. So even in a bad game, they end up picking up a win. Of course, you can point that to Keywan Lacey. He had 163 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. Chambliss added a touchdown on the ground as well. Ohio State, their leading rusher, had 51 yards. That was Bo Jackson. So that's where we are with that. SMU. Okay, so I ain't gonna lie. There are 2 upsets. SMU pulls the first one over Indiana, 41-24. It was not close. SMU was up 28-10 going into the half. Indiana puts up 14 in the final quarter. SMU adds 13. This game was not close. Indiana gets... I don't know. Indiana just didn't get it. Josh Hoover finishes with 261 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 21 of 36. We'll see where he might go in the draft. That'll be interesting. For SMU, Kevin Jennings finishes with 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. He went 26 of 33. Kendrick Ralph finished with 58 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. For Indiana, their leading rusher was Lee Beebe Jr. He had 83 yards on 15 carries. And in the other upset, which I gotta be honest, I find the more shocking, South Carolina beats Duke 31-17. Again, this game was not close. Notre Dame was down 24-0 going into the second half. They put together 17 points in the second half. South Carolina adds 7 in the final quarter. Just 2 touchdown win by South Carolina. Wow. So CJ Carr, he finished 21 of 34 for 217, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Lenoris Sellers, he threw for 267 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He went 22 of 36. Leading rusher for South Carolina was Simon McAllister. He had 52 yards and a touchdown. For Notre Dame, it was Aeneas Williams. He had 70 yards, no touchdown. TJ Mobley had a rushing touchdown. The numbers bear repeating. Mylan Graham finished with 88 yards and a touchdown. South Carolina's defense they did what they needed to do. Nick Harden finished with 76 yards receiving and a touchdown. Brandon Hunt ended up with 75 and a touchdown. Nitro Tuggle ended up with a touchdown of his own. Ooh, man. So the semifinal round is set. In the Sugar Bowl, it will be Miami against Ole Miss. And in the Orange Bowl, it will be South Carolina and SMU. Winner of both of those games will move on to Vegas, and they will play for the national championship. Let's see, how else? So, Iowa won the Reliquist Bowl. Citrus Bowl goes to Washington. Kansas State upsets Texas in the Texas Bowl. UNLV routs UConn in the Sun Bowl. Of course, Ole Miss beats Ohio State. South Carolina beat Notre Dame. SMU beats Indiana. The Ducks beat Boston College. Miami beats BYU. Kentucky outlasts Charlotte to win the Gator Bowl. Western Michigan beats Middle Tennessee in the Xbox Bowl. And in the final bowl game, in the First Responders Bowl, UAB beats Georgia State by 2. So we just have the 2 bowl games, the Sugar Bowl and the Orange Bowl this week, and then the national championship. So let's move on. So we will be moving on towards the national championship. Who made it? It will be number 1 Ole Miss facing number 7 South Carolina. Ole Miss puts 52 on Miami, winning it 52-14. This game was not close. Ole Miss just came out, put together a better offensive performance. Miami scores 2 touchdowns, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and Ole Miss just ran them over. Darian Mensah, he finished with 103 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 5 times. He completed 12 of 24 passes. Mark Fletcher Jr. was the leading rusher for Miami. He finished with 81 yards and a touchdown. Darian Mensah had a rushing touchdown of his own. Cam Vaughn led the Miami receivers, 3 receptions and 34 yards. That sounds horrible. For Ole Miss, Trinidad Chambliss, he had 194 yards. He had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was sacked twice, 18 of 22. So a more efficient game in the semifinal round than in the quarters for Chambliss. Kewan Lacey had 118 yards, no touchdowns. Chambliss had 3 touchdowns on the ground, 99 yards rushing in 12 attempts. J.T. Lindsey had a rushing touchdown. Ooh. Luke Hayes, he was the leading receiver, 6 for 61 with a touchdown. Kewan Lacey had a receiving touchdown, as did Darrell Gill Jr. Ole Miss did what they needed to do. They're headed to Vegas for the national championship game, where they will face South Carolina. South Carolina outlast SMU 17-7. Kevin Jennings finishes with 16 yards, no touchdowns, 3 picks. He had a sack. 22 of 34. Dramco Green finished with 54 yards on the ground. Jennings had a rushing touchdown. The leading receiver for SMU was Yannick Smith. He had 8 for 78. The next closest was Jalen Cooper with 49. For South Carolina. Oh, wow. Okay. So they actually had... Oh, okay. So Landon Duckworth had to come in. He threw for 112 yards, 7 of 10. No touchdowns, no picks. Unfortunately, he came in because Lenore Sellers ended up getting hurt. Sellers finished with 121 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. He was 11 of 17. On the rushing side, Simon McAllister finished with 7 for 37 with no touchdowns. Christian Clark, he had a rushing touchdown, 10 for 16. On the receiving front, Nick Harbor, he finished with 5 for 98. Monzo Bennett Jr. finished with 5 for 68. Brady Hunt had the lone receiving touchdown. I'm gonna be curious to see what Sellers' injury is. I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't think it's gonna matter because, in my honest opinion, I think Ole Miss is gonna end up winning this. The question for me is gonna be, what is the final score? Alright, so let's take a look at the injury report. So for Ole Miss, they are missing Giante Cook the second. He has a pulled groin. And for South Carolina, they are missing 4 players. Lenore Sellers has suffered a ruptured disc. He is out 2 weeks. They're going to be missing one of their top corners. And Bakari Swain with a broken tailbone. Dylan Stewart is also suffering a broken tailbone. And then one of their guards has a broken toe. He's out 5 weeks. Damn. That sucks. So it is national championship time. Somebody is winning this. My money is on Ole Miss. I just see Ole Miss winning this. Let's see what happens. So the national championship has come and gone. So our total budget for NIL looks like it is up to $10,880. We got basically looks like an extra $600 for miscellaneous and performance bonuses. Interesting. I don't know. I honestly don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. And wow. Damn. Ole Miss wins 55-27. Whoo-wee. Damn. And wow. They were up 24-3 at the end of the first. They were up 38-10. Basically, by the end of the first half, the game was over. It was 38-10. South Carolina tried to make it a good game in the second half, but Ole Miss just put pressure on them. Trinidad Chambliss finished with 302 yards, 6 touchdowns, no picks. He went 26 of 31. He had 2 sacks. For South Carolina, Landon Duckworth, unfortunately, it wasn't enough. He had 330 yards, no touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 21 of 34. Leading rusher for South Carolina was Landon Duckworth. He had 46 yards on the ground with a touchdown. Christian Clark had 41 with a touchdown. Simon McAllister had 13 with a touchdown. For Ole Miss, Keywan Lacey had 119 with a touchdown. Chambliss, he only had 76. I say only, and look at what he did. On the receiving front, the leading receiver for Ole Miss, Harito Fields, he had 8 for 108 with a touchdown. Deuce Alexander, he had 8 for 104. Keywan had 4 for 34 with 2 touchdowns. Luke Hayes had a touchdown of his own, as did J.T. Lindsey and Darrell Gill Jr. The Ole Miss Rebels are your 2026 national champions, upsetting. I mean, I mean, would you call it an upset? Nick Carver for South Carolina led the team 6 for 112. Nitro Tuggle 6 for 107, and that was pretty much it. So once again, national championship for 2026 belongs to Ole Miss as they run the table from the number 1 seed. They beat Ohio State, Miami, and South Carolina to clinch the 2026 national championship. Ooh-wee. We will be setting. So we'll have the end of season recap. We'll need to set next season's roster NIL, review the blueprint for next year, and basically get the off season started. That sounds like that's going to be fun. And we will be doing that on our next live stream, which will probably be probably going to be Sunday, I'm thinking, because I'm going to want to take my time with this. So it's probably going to be Sunday. So the 2026 season is in the books. Ole Miss is your national champion. Oregon Ducks win the Duke's Mayo Bowl. We'll take a look here at the college football history update. As you can see, Ole Miss wins. Pete Golding ends up winning the national championship. For Oregon, we finished 9-4, 6-3 in conference, tied for 3rd in the conference final. We won the Duke's Mayo Bowl. This is interesting. Oh, wow. This is pretty cool. Alright. That's pretty interesting. That is interesting. Alright, so we will be back with the end of season recap and the off season for next year. We will also go over stats for the team, show pretty much just kind of highlighting how everybody did for the year, and then we will get into the off season and try to see what we can get done, because I I don't know what's going to happen with this team. I mean, I know we're losing Abby because he's graduating. I would figure Dante Moore would enter the draft, but given his rough performance this year, I don't know, but we'll see. That's what's going to make the off season fun, I suppose. And we'll have that here on Sunday. Like I said, Sunday I'll do a live stream for the off season. We'll go from we'll basically go from here at the end of season recap through the entire off season. Because I'm actually kind of curious how it's going to all play out. Until then, I will see you guys later. Y'all have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and enjoy your weekend. Got preseason football for the NFL. Just sit and just enjoy your weekend. And we'll be back here on Sunday.